Just imagine this. If a car inside a factory could roll off the production line on its own, travel about 1.5 miles without any driver, and directly reach a fast charging station, what would you say? This is exactly what is happening at Tesla's Gigafactory, Texas, where more than 150 Cybercabs are moving on their own every day. Not only that, they have also been spotted on the streets of San Francisco and Las Vegas. Recently, Elon Musk even shared a video of a Cybercab driving on Austin public roads without a steering wheel and without pedals. Seeing all this, it clearly feels like Tesla's Robotaxi launch is not far away. But wait, the real story starts here. Most people are only focusing on the fact that the Cybercab is driving without a driver, but very few have noticed the small engineering changes behind it, which may look minor, but in the future could save Tesla not millions, but billions of dollars. These are the decisions that might make it extremely difficult for other robotaxi companies to match Tesla. And believe it or not, by the end of this video, you will understand that Tesla's biggest strength is not just its AI, but the engineering hidden behind it. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because every next point is going to be even more interesting than the last one. So let's begin. But before moving ahead in the video, do subscribe to our channel so that you can watch such amazing and informative videos first. From everything we've seen so far, it's quite clear that Tesla is not just building a new driverless car, but is actually preparing to change the entire transport system. But if you think Cybercab's biggest strength is only its AI or full self-driving software, then you probably know only half the story. In reality, Tesla's biggest strength is its engineering thinking. The company is trying to change every single thing that makes a car cheaper, more reliable, and able to run for a long time without stopping. That's why a change has been made in Cybercab that you can't even notice from the outside, but in the future, it could become a major game changer. This change is the 48-volt battery architecture. Until now, most cars used a 12 or 16-volt low-voltage system. This system used to power the small electronic parts of the car, but Tesla has completely changed it in Cybercab and moved to a 48-volt lithium-ion system. Now the question is, what difference does it make? Actually, Cybercab doesn't just run on a motor. Inside it, high-resolution cameras, sensors, FSD AI computer, electronic control unit, ECU, climate control system, 5G modem, door locks, lighting, and hundreds of other electronic parts keep working all the time. All of them need constant and reliable power. If Tesla had stayed with the old 12-volt system, it would have been very difficult to run so many electronic systems together. That's why the company chose a system from the very beginning that can easily support millions of robotaxis for many years to come. That's why Tesla didn't just install a new battery system, it actually changed the entire electrical foundation of the car. At first glance, it may look like a small technical change, but in reality, this decision could become Cybercab's biggest strength in the future. But the real question is still there. What exactly changed just by moving to 48 volts that started reducing Tesla's costs, made the car more efficient, and is even changing the entire robotaxi business model? That's exactly what we'll understand next. Now the question is, why did Tesla consider the 48-volt system such a big upgrade? Can just increasing voltage really make such a huge difference? The answer is yes, and the difference is actually very big. A normal car runs only a few hours a day, but Cybercab is designed in a way that it can run almost 24 hours. In such a case, its cameras, sensors, FSD AI computer, ECU, 5G modem, climate control, lighting, and all other electronic systems keep running continuously. If these are powered by the old 12-volt system, then to deliver the same power, more current has to flow. More current means more heat, more energy loss, and the need for thicker copper wires. This is where the 48-volt system shows its strength. When voltage increases, to deliver the same power, the current reduces by almost 75%. You may have heard about Joule's law. According to it, the higher the current, the more energy is wasted as heat. So when current goes down, heat also reduces a lot, and the whole system works in a much more efficient way. The benefit is not only limited to saving electricity. A modern car has around 1.5 to 2 kilometers of wiring. Because of the 48-volt system, Tesla can reduce this wiring by about 30 to 50%. That means each Cybercab can lose around 15 to 20 kilograms of weight. If Tesla produces 1 million robotaxis per year in the future, it will save thousands of tons of copper. Considering rising copper prices, this decision alone can save the company billions of dollars in the long run. Also, a lighter car means better driving range. The biggest benefit goes to the FSD AI computer. A driverless car performs billions of calculations every second. It constantly monitors roads, pedestrians, traffic lights, and other vehicles. If voltage drops in between, it can affect processing. But the 48-volt system provides stable power even during fast acceleration, hard braking, or climate control, allowing the AI to work without interruption. That's why big companies like Mercedes, Porsche, and Rivian are also moving toward 48-volt systems. But the difference is that Tesla is not treating it just as a feature. It is using it as the foundation for a massive fleet of millions of robotaxis. And this decision could turn into one of its biggest competitive advantages in the future. Now here a question comes up. If Tesla's Cybertruck runs on an 800-volt system, then why does Cybercab only use a 400-volt system? Did Tesla take a step back in technology? Actually, the answer is completely the opposite. Tesla's goal is never to use the most expensive technology, but to choose the technology that gives the most benefit at the lowest cost. That is its engineering philosophy. See, a personal electric car and a robotaxi have different needs. Normal users want their car to charge in just a few minutes during long trips, but Cybercab is part of a fleet. It can go to a depot on its own for charging, especially during off-peak hours when electricity demand is low. In the future, it can also include automatic wireless charging, so ultra-fast 800-volt charging is not that necessary for it. That's why Tesla chose its already tested 400-volt platform. This same platform is used in cars like Model 3 and Model Y, which have already driven billions of miles on real roads. Its silicon carbide inverters, power electronics, and entire supply chain are already in place. This keeps costs low and allows production to scale quickly. On the other hand, most robotaxi companies have to build completely new platforms. Because of low production, their costs stay high. But Tesla, by using its existing ecosystem and large-scale production, can continuously reduce the price of every new Cybercab. Tesla has also made another small but smart change. The company has replaced wireless phone chargers with high-power USB-C ports. This reduces unnecessary heat, makes charging more reliable, lowers maintenance, and in a large Cybercab fleet, even this small change can save millions of dollars. But now the biggest question comes. If Cybercab relies completely on cameras, then how will it drive safely when rain, dust, or mud blocks the cameras? That secret is about to be revealed next. Now comes a very interesting and slightly overlooked part. For a normal driver, if a little dust or water comes on the windshield, they just turn on the wipers and move on. But for a robotaxi, the situation is not that simple. Here, even one thing can weaken the brain of the whole car: a blocked camera. Because Tesla's Cybercab runs completely on Tesla Vision. That means it does not rely on LiDAR or any other expensive sensors, but only uses cameras to understand the world. So it is clear, if the camera is not clean, the car's seeing system becomes weak. To solve this problem, Tesla has built a very smart camera cleaning system. Every external camera has a small washer nozzle and a high-pressure air jet. This system can instantly remove rainwater, dust, mud, or even bird droppings. It means the camera doesn't just see, it also cleans itself. And the most special thing is that all of this is automatic. As soon as the system detects that a camera's image quality is getting worse or something is blocking the lens, it cleans the camera on its own, without any human help. The biggest advantage of this is that Cybercab can run continuously for about 20 hours a day. Whether it is rain, fog, light snow, or heavy city traffic, the vision system stays active all the time. Even in highways, city roads, parking areas, and airports, the system keeps working without stopping. On the other hand, Most robotaxi companies still limit their operations to certain areas and weather conditions because their sensor systems are not fully reliable in all situations. But Tesla's goal is to continuously expand its operational design domain so the car can operate in more places and for more time. But the real story is still not over, because the real victory of a robotaxi is not just in moving, but in keeping itself running in every situation without stopping. Now let's talk about the part that most people don't even notice, the maintenance system. Because for a robotaxi, it's not just about running, but also about getting fixed quickly and returning back to the road just as fast. Tesla has designed Cybercab in a way that its entire fleet maintenance system is very fast and simple. For example, it uses a special orange-colored coolant so that if there is any leakage anywhere, technicians can immediately spot it. Small changes like this reduce repair time a lot. Apart from this, if any issue happens during charging, Cybercab has a manual emergency charging release system. This means without opening the whole car, a technician can quickly and safely disconnect the charging connection. In the same way, wheel well liners and other parts are also designed to be easy to open and replace, so the car doesn't stay too long in the workshop. Now let's talk about the towing system. If the car breaks down on the road for any reason, Tesla has also made an easy solution for that. Cybercab has a safe system to lift all 4 wheels for towing, so the drive system doesn't get damaged. For this, a special tow point is given at the front behind the license plate, where a strap and carabiner can be attached to quickly move the car. Its wheel covers are also specially designed. These yellow covers are not just for looks. They protect the tires from curb damage, and when repair is needed, they can be removed in just a few seconds. This saves a lot of time even in small servicing. Now just think, when you have a fleet of millions of robotaxis, even a single minute of delay becomes a loss. That's why Tesla's main focus is that the car should return to the road as quickly as possible and start earning again. But now, a big question still remains. Even after all these smart systems, if the whole car fails in the middle of the road, then how does Tesla handle that situation? Now we come to the biggest climax of this whole story. Cybercab is not just a driverless car, but it is designed in a way that it can handle many of its tasks on its own. First, understand the concept of self-recovery. If there are no passengers inside Cybercab, it can automatically move itself to the nearest safe location. Whether it is a parking area, charging station, or service center, the car itself makes the decision and reaches there. It means the need for humans becomes very less. Now, if a hardware failure happens in the middle of the road, the system activates immediately. The car turns on its hazard lights, monitors surrounding traffic, and safely moves itself to the side of the road. If the situation becomes complex, it directly connects to Tesla's remote operation center, where human help can be given remotely. This is where the real difference appears. Most today's ADAS cars depend on humans in case of any major issue. But Tesla Robotaxi is built in a way that it can take initial decisions on its own, when to stop, how to reach a safe place, and when to call for help. So while in today's cars, humans are always kept as a backup, in Cybercab, the system itself is capable of making decisions. Now the whole picture becomes clear. Tesla is not just building a driverless car, it is building a machine that can run at low cost, needs less maintenance, stays on the road for more time, is fully automated, and can generate large-scale profit. And maybe that is why Cybercab's biggest strength is not its AI, but the hidden engineering behind it that makes it different from everything else. If you liked the video, then please subscribe to the channel, because we will keep bringing such amazing and insightful videos in the future. See you in the next video.